Regarding the Citizens' Assembly that worked hard on coming up with its members' proportional representation, they heard a lot of comments from around Ontario, and I really think it would be good for you to hear them as well. From a participant at a Barrie meeting, people vote for many different reasons. For a party, for a candidate, or against a party or a candidate. An electoral system should allow people to express preferences simply. From a Toronto participant, the current system produces majorities have 40% of the vote, 60% of the seat, and 100% of the power. From a Kitchener-Waterloo candidate, in our system, we vote directly for our local representative, who is someone who lives among us. The Citizens' Assembly listened to a lot of people, and when they came up with the system, they looked at it to meet the principles to ensure that local people were elected, as well as party representation. With the proposed system, we would go up to 129 seats in the legislature, which is still fewer seats than what we had from 1987 to 1995. And we've increased the population by 1.4 million. We will still have highest per candidate or per MP ratio of any province in this country. In other words, in Quebec, where you may have 60,000 people represented by one MPP, we will have 94,000 people represented by one MPP. So we are increasing the number, but really not to the point that we are still the highest proportion across the country. The ratio would be 90 people elected directly, and 39 seats would be top-up votes based on the percentage that the party would have earned. On the ballot, you would have all the parties listed on one side, and you pick which party you'd like to vote for. On the other side of the ballot, you would have the name of the candidate that corresponds to the party, and if the person does not belong to a party, they will be marked as independent. You have the option to vote for the party and for a candidate, and they may be different. You have the option to vote for just the party, and you have the option to vote for just a candidate. That's what the proportional representation ballot will look like. But it won't be for this election. What's needed for this election is for you to be well informed between the differences of first past the post, which is winner takes all, whoever gets the majority, and the majority might be 25% of the vote, but everybody else got a bit less, versus proportional, which is the person that gets the most vote and the party that gets the proportion that has to actually meet a threshold of at least 3% of all ballots cast in order to win a seat. So there is a safeguard that the Citizens' Assembly has put in, that you don't get to have a seat if you only have 1% of the popular vote across the province. They did want to make sure that any party has support of a significant portion of the population. I can't express how important this election is, but once you understand the importance of the referendum, I know that the people of Ontario will vote towards a better form of government in time for the next election, which will be 4 years from now. There's never been a better reason to vote than right now. And on October 10th, please come out and vote. Vote your best vote and answer your question, whether you want to stick with the first past the post system or the mixed member proportional representation. Do your homework first. It's an important question, and the more you know about it, the more confident I am that we will have a better election come 2011. Thank you.